This is Doug Green, and I'm the publisher of Telecom Reseller. And today I'm with Michelle Ritz, who's the Regional Product Marketing Manager for Jabra. Michelle, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks so much for having me, Doug. Happy to be here.
Well, I'm very excited we're doing this podcast today. Jabra just released a new product, the Evolve2 Buds, and we're going to be talking about it. It's really connecting well with many of the podcasts we've been doing lately. We've been talking a lot about employee experience. We've been talking a lot about customer experience. And of course, you guys at Jabra provide the sort of final bit of that, right? All the work that goes into making that session happen, that conference happen, the information and so on. It won't work unless you guys don't provide a good performance.
100%. And the audio performance that we'll talk about on the Evolve2 Buds is really exceptional, especially for people who are working in different locations, knowledge workers, office workers who are taking their calls on the go and switch between their laptop, their mobile phone. So being able to get that true professional sounding experience from our Evolve2 Buds is critical.
When I think of Jabra, I think of commercial telecommunications equipment, commercial headsets, the type of equipment that's prepared to sort of work all day long, year after year, and so on. But here we are talking about earbuds, and that's somehow, in my mind, kind of a consumer product. And so how are these areas coming together?
Yeah, just like that, Doug. So what's interesting is Jabra does have consumer true wireless earbuds as well. So we have a great knowledge of that space. And what we're seeing within the commercial side or within enterprise is that knowledge workers are gravitating towards that form factor. Being able to have something that's a little bit more mobile, something that's smaller and discreet. So the adoption of over-the-head headsets, for the office, is great. For contact centers. They need it, they rely on it, but we know that people also like that true wireless form factor. So being able to have that as an option that comes with that USB dongle that gives you that certification is going to ensure a better experience for the worker themselves, as well as the participant, the people that are on the calls with them.
Tell me about that USB dongle, because I'm pretty sure that's one thing. The earbuds, if you run over to Best Buy, you probably can't get that. I don't think.
That's the differentiator, Doug. So that Link 380 dongle, that's our dongle that comes with the Evolve2 Buds. We've actually really thought through the design as well. So we added a slot in the case, the wireless charging case for your USB dongle. So when you put your earbuds back in, you don't forget that you need the dongle as well. The Link 380 dongle is a USB A variant or C, depending on your preference, organization's structure. And that is what's going to give you that secure connection to the laptop. That's what's going to ensure that you're not getting those dropped calls, because it's really the laptop that drives that Bluetooth connection. So it's not really the earbuds when you have that connection issue. It's really what's driving the laptop connection. Having that Link 380 dongle is going to ensure you have a stronger connection, but also give you the freedom to move around, about 100 feet from your laptop. It gives you a wireless range so you can get up and move around a bit, throughout your workday.
So will it work with your mobile devices as well as your laptop?
It will. So that Link 380 dongle is used to the connection for the laptop. You could plug that in, but you could also use the Bluetooth connection to connect to your mobile phone. We also have advanced multi-point connection. So that means I can have up to 2 devices connected. If I have my mobile phone and a tablet, I can have that connected and it'll transition seamlessly. I don't have to go into the pairings each and every time to connect those devices.
Now let's start with the laptop, because I'll bet that in many cases it's Teams that we're using on that laptop.
That's what we're seeing predominantly, that what we call unified communication platforms, all the UC platforms, Teams, Zoom, whatever people are using to connect these days. So we definitely work closely with those partners. We are certified. There's a Teams variant of our Evolve2 Buds. So that means you're going to get dedicated call controls within Teams. Microsoft Teams has taken our product. It's gone through hours of testing to ensure that it operates seamlessly. It's a true plug and play experience, and you get that unique call control throughout the Teams. We also have a UC variant that's going to work on all the other leading UC platforms.
Tell me a little bit more about the MultiSensor Voice technology.
Okay, so yes. So that is within our Evolve2 Buds MultiSensor Voice technology is the 4 microphones as well as voice pickup units in the form of bone conduction sensors. So they work together to pick up the user's voice, vibrations from their cheekbones, and they work together with our advanced algorithms to block out windy and noisy environments so that it's just picking up the user's voice for clear calls.
Now, we just for folks that are watching our podcast today, we had the same experience many people have throughout the day with people entering with different platforms and maybe a little bit of confusion and so on. Is the product plug and play? Because that's, I think, sometimes throughout the day a problem of compatibility.
True plug and play. That Link 380 dongle comes with the earbuds. You plug that right in. It's recognized. If you use the Teams variant, those call controls are automatically recognized. Or if you're a house that uses different platforms, that UC variant is a great option because that's just certified, optimized for those different platforms to be able to use. But a true plug and play device dug right out of the box.
And let's stay with that for a second because, these days, especially when we're working remote, there's no technology person to sort of summon from the third floor to come up and help you. So how easy is it for someone who's really not technological, so to speak, to just sort of put them in and work with?
So it's great. I mean, and that's one of the big things that we talk about with IT decision makers is, they standardize on certain products, but they know the adoption of some headsets or people using what they have at home has been a big pain point. So these are really out of the box. You have that USB, you plug it in either the USB A or C variant. They'll automatically be recognized. The pairing with the mobile phone is easy as well. We do have fast pair, so it's recognized with certain devices, and being able to transition back and forth is real easy. So just having that interoperability, the seamless out of the box transition is superb. We also can talk a little bit about our Sound Plus app. When you think about the optimizing the experience for individual users, there's a lot of value add to our Sound Plus app for users to understand their hearing based on how their right ear hears, how they hear different tones, but also the fit. So there's a way within the Sound Plus app to test, ensure that you're getting the best fit so that there's no sound leakage. So that means either adjusting maybe the way your buds are in your ears or using a different ear gel to get the most secure fit. So you're really optimizing your experience and how you're using your buds.
Now, also, I understand that the product has a feature so that you're not completely cut off from the outside world around you while you're working.
Yes, the hear through. So we talk a lot about ANC, adjustable noise cancellation. One, being able to block out the environment if you want to. So if you are in a busy cafe and you want to block out your environment, an airport, you can go into the settings either via Sound Plus or Jabra Direct on your laptop to adjust that. And it's not an on or off. It used to be, ANC was you turn it on, you turn it off. Now we have adjustable levels to see how much of your environment you want to let in or block out. But also because people are wearing them throughout their day, we have a great hear through tap button. So you plus that and then you can interact with your environment. Kids come in to ask you a question, quickly interact with them, order a coffee at a cafe without taking your earbuds off. Quick press of that hear through lets you interact with your environment.
Yeah, I was thinking also, especially with the contact center community, there are going to be so many people that are taking advantage from work from home that have a small child that they're taking care of, or maybe they're the caregiver to an adult or a disabled person or something like that. They have a situation where maybe I need to hear what's going on in my family's home.
Absolutely. So that hear through works. But we also have, a great range of dedicated headsets for contact center based on their use cases. But yeah, definitely being able to just easily tap and interact with your environment is a great feature set for people on the go or using them in different environments.
So, imagining that the product is in use the whole day, you're making one session after another. How long will the battery last?
So we have a great battery life, and the case is a Qi wireless charging case. So that's going to give you 33 hours of battery life, including that case. So really getting you through a full work week. So it's a wireless charging case. We have a great wireless charging pad as an additional bundle accessory. And Doug, what's also great is, previous versions, that use one earbud was always dedicated toward the right. With the Evolve2 Buds, we now have the use either earbud. So you don't have to gravitate towards the right, you can use the left. With the wireless charging case, that means I could pop my one earbud in the case for 5 minutes and get another hour of battery life.
Oh,
So
that's
really
really interesting.
yes, just being able to get you through an additional, phone call at the end of the day.
There's nothing more annoying than the earbuds that die mid-call and you're sort of scrambling there, and yeah.
Yep, so you just have that use either earbud option selected in your, again, Sound Plus app or Jabra Direct. You can take one out, pop it in the case. When that one gets charged, 5 minutes gives you about an hour, so a really fast turnaround. Then you can pop it in and swap the other one to really just continue to extend that battery life.
Even pre-pandemic, Jabra was talking a lot about ergonomics and making products feel good and also look good. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so what's really unique at Jabra is we're part of GN Audio. So we are able to leverage the uniqueness of having expertise, research and development, technology, innovation within the medical grade hearing aids, military, and obviously the enterprise and consumer. So we really leverage that. And I think our Evolve2 Buds is one of the best examples and illustrations of how we've done that. So if you look at from a miniaturization perspective, Doug, the Evolve2 Buds are 30% smaller than the 65T. So we're 3 generations out from the closest comparison, 30% smaller. And that's just, great in terms of being able to have a great fit, be more discreet, compact. But then we also have done about, I think the latest number is 62,000 ear scans, just to understand how people's different ears fit and how those products and the materials we're using fit well within different people's ears.
As we wrap up our podcast today, I wanted to sort of revisit the work from anywhere part. So we've talked extensively today about working from home, but can I take them actually to work on the days that I'm going to work?
So Doug, we have the Evolve2 Buds for that office worker who is mobile first, who's on the go. If you're in an open office setting, we're still going to suggest our Evolve2 headset. You're going to get a better noise cancellation with that boom arm because of just the feature set of having that boom arm and the technology in it. But obviously for your commute in the car or, if you're mobile within the office, taking a call on your mobile phone, of course. But in a dedicated open office that may be a little noisier, we're still going to go with our Evolve2 headsets. But for somebody who, gravitates towards this form factor or is always moving around, it's a great portable solution that gives you that flexibility.
So that's a very interesting point too, that you guys are recommending possibly for some workers, maybe a couple of different products together as a best fit for the day.
100%. And I live by that example too. I'm fortunate enough to have a full array, but it's definitely based on, the type of meeting. Am I the one presenting or am I an active participant listening? So definitely different products for how you're working and where you're working.
Michelle, is the product actually shipping now?
Yes, so it was publicly announced at the end of October, and we do have, I believe, pre-orders available on Jabra.com, as well as contacting, your channel partners, Jabra authorized resellers, but we do have the products available.
And, as we enter the new year, is this sort of also another argument for those partner companies out there and channel companies to maybe think about, partnering up with Jabra, selling the Jabra product?
Absolutely. It's a great add-on. We talk to a lot of organizations and I think we're seeing more and more, not only are new employee bundles included with, you get a monitor and a laptop, but you're also getting a device because you're working from different locations. So being able to have this as part of a, employee onboarding bundle, it is really key. It's going to set the employee off on the right foot and make sure that they have the right tools to do their job from anywhere.
Well, Michelle, I really want to thank you for joining me today. This has been a really interesting conversation. It's always a pleasure to talk to the Jabra people, and it's exciting to see these products evolve over time.
Awesome. It was great talking to you too, Doug. Thanks so much for having me.